Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Niners and the Vikings. Coming up next.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, December is upon us. We're into the home stretch, folks, and we got a good one for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. To throw again. McCarthy. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Throwing on first down. McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, powering his way forward. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. The point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And he'll rumble for about 5.
What's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra.
A gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Off play action. McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Nifty. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second, and though, they strip it loose. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty. After the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Back to throw. McCarthy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Purdy. That's caught by Jennings. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, it's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Purdy now on second down. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point try now for Moody. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Now whistles in a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. McCarthy, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. How come the Vikings don't have it first on offense as we begin the third? This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal. Nice tackle to get him down, but they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. He's to the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 77 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake. McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I think this will win a round very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 18-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on third and inches. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Being chased out left. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And there, once he's outside of the pocket and doesn't see anything, just throw it away. That was only first down. He's got a few more shots, maybe. He can take it the end zone.
To throw on second down. McCarthy escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Oh, the return is Powell. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On second down, it's Jones. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he is caught. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. An inside give to Jones. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Trying the power game with Ham, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Once more, it's the fullback Ham, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.